McDonough School has a long history and rich tradition of excellence in academics, athletics, and the arts. One could argue, though, the most important aspect of our school is her people. From students and teachers to parents and alumni, McDonough enjoys a tight-knit and supportive community. Throughout the history of the school, the boarding program has been central to our identity as a unique program among our peer Maryland schools. The boarding program allows and encourages the type of deep and meaningful relationships by which the school defines itself. In my efforts of design thinking, I chose to examine the boarding program and how we might bolster the academic support that we provide to our residential students. What I discovered ties into our very identity and seeks to build relationships in order to support students. The following is a proposal to establish a campus advisory program in order to increase the academic support of McDonough's boarders. McDonough is a school of strong, mutually respectful relationships to inspire a passion for teaching and learning, a dedication to personal integrity, and a commitment to excellence. Certainly, that sentiment is clearly evident in our boarding program. In the interviews I conducted, many responses reflected the feeling that relationships are at the core of who we are. Students repeated again and again in interviews that the opportunity to deepen relationships was the greatest advantage to McDonough's boarding program. The faculty agreed, stating that the community connections are the best thing about being on campus, and that they love to see kids in social settings outside the classroom. Following the lead of the constituents in the boarding program, both students and on-campus faculty, what resulted from my research is the idea of establishing a campus advisory program. This program would serve to deepen relationships between faculty and students. It would also provide additional and critical support, given that the parents are not present throughout each week. What we provide in the boarding program is to serve in loco parenti. Whatever we can do to mimic what students might experience at home will no doubt help them to be their best selves here at school. For students, such a program will deepen relationships through providing a family feel level of support. With that support, I believe students will in turn perform better academically. For on-campus faculty, the deeper relationships established through a campus advisory program will give them better exposure to students and will give them the gratifying sense of giving back to the community that is providing them the opportunity of convenience living at their work, as well as the financial relief of on-campus housing. Simply described, the campus advisory program would assign 3 or 4 students to each campus faculty resident. The faculty member would keep the group for their entire time on campus and would manage the students similar to their own children. Specifically, the adult would have regular bi-monthly check-ins with their cohort. These meetings would be fairly prescriptive, designed by the Director of Residential Life in conjunction with the school's deans. Any important or concerning information gained from these meetings would be shared with the appropriate class dean. The campus advisor would also have regular monthly check-ins with students' parents. This practice would serve to strengthen the home-school connection so that the entire team is on the same page in supporting our boarding students. Once a week, the on-campus faculty would offer their homes to their cohort as an option for study hall. As well, they would invite their cohort to their home for breakfast or dinner once a week. If dinner, the faculty could certainly coordinate the study hall and dinner to be on the same evening. The family meal is one of the most intimate activities in which we engage as a family. The practice of dining together will strengthen and deepen the relationships, building the trust needed for support. Key factors of success in the campus advisory program will be its organization and a system of accountability for students and faculty. In order to achieve these goals, it is strongly recommended that the administration identify one on-campus faculty member to be named the campus manager. This person would assist the Director of Residential Life and specifically be in charge of the campus advisory program. A yearly stipend would be provided. I believe it is important to address concerns expressed by on-campus faculty at this time. The feedback I received certainly revealed a hesitancy in loading on more work to already very busy teachers. No doubt there will be more work. That said, when compared to a 7-day boarding program and other schools with residential aspects, our current requirement is fairly minimal. Currently, on-campus faculty are required essentially one weekly duty. That is likely proctoring a study hall, time in the dorm, or hosting a campus parents group. That amounts to one night, 1 to 2 hours. In adding the campus advisory, the commitment would increase, but if managed properly, it would only be 3 hours per week and could still be limited to one night, but could be 2 nights. Managing this with the newly appointed program manager will be critical. As well, it is of utmost importance to manage the perception of the program, given the teachers' concerns are quite real. In summary, I believe the Campus Advisory Program could be the most effective method of providing academic support to McDonough's boarding students. They are quite savvy in identifying traditional methods of academic support, such as tutoring, group study, etc. What is missing in McDonough's boarding program is the type of oversight, management, and care that only parents at home can provide. The Campus Advisory Program intends to serve that very role here on campus.